can I have a seat up here? Good morning.
Good morning.
You are juror 103, is that correct?
103.
All right. Before I turn the questioning over to the attorneys, a couple of matters. First of all, I'm going to swear you in so that all your answers are under oath. So if you could raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm under penalty of perjury that you will truthfully answer all questions about your qualifications to serve as a juror?
I do.
Okay, thank you. Now we have plexiglass between us. I have also plexiglass in front of you and in front of the attorneys. I'll continue to wear a mask. The bottom line being, you can remove your mask if you would prefer, either for comfort or to be heard more clearly. That would work just fine.
Okay.
If you feel you want to put it back on at any time, nobody would be insulted by that, so feel free to do that as you feel appropriate. As regards the questionnaire, thank you for filling out the questionnaire. It gave us a lot of good information to start, and we appreciate you taking the time to do that. First of all, was anything true on the questionnaire?
Yeah, it's all true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and the reason we ask is because sometimes when a couple months have passed, some of the information you might, on reflection, realize, that wasn't quite accurate, I should probably add this, or something may be inaccurate, I need to change that.
Yeah, so something has occurred, and it may be an answer to one of the follow-up questions, but I have my own company, business that I'm building, and we did get commitment for investment, so now I'm accountable to do the work.
Okay.
So that sort of ties me up relative to when I had filled out that form.
Okay, is that the government grant you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not a government grant, it's private investment.
Okay. Tell me about the commitment. Is it time sensitive, and is it full-time? What's the essential commitment there?
Yeah, it's at least half-time to full-time, and the clock starts, there's interest rates involved, and yeah, so we have to kind of accomplish what we have planned.
Okay. Is there like a deadline to get everything done?
Yeah, there's a plan
Okay.
where there's deliverables at milestones, which
Okay.
have dates associated with them.
And is there a financial penalty if you don't make it?
Yeah, there's there's financial penalty. Yeah.
And you're, without saying what company you work for or the nature of it, is it just you, or do you have a small firm, large firm?
I'm the primary person, so I'm one of the. It won't make much progress if I'm not there.
All right. So there are certain things you cannot delegate on this, is what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think you could realistically sit through for March 29th for 4 weeks and give this case your full attention?
I think it'll be very difficult to do that.
Okay, and tell me a little bit more about that. Like, would you be trying to work full-time after jury duty, or?
Yeah, and coordinating with the rest of the team becomes more difficult. So we expect the case to be for 1 month?
Yes.
Or more?
Possibly more. As you've already seen, we occasionally run into delays or
Yeah.
things going longer than we thought.
I think it'll be tight. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me go back to something else that's in your questionnaire. One of the questions is, can you remain fair and impartial? It's part 1, question 10. And your answer was, I can try. And we appreciate people's willingness to try. The question becomes, can you really do that? Do you think you can? Because we hate to put you into the binary situation of yes or no. I can try is an honest answer, but unfortunately we have to press you. And given the type of case we have, do you think you can, or do you think there's a significant enough danger that this is not the case for you to sit on?
I know I had a very strong emotional reaction to observing that video.
Okay.
Um, so I don't know if that is prejudice or not.
Well, let me follow up a little bit. One of the things, everybody has heard and seen things about this case. And we not only request, but we require that if you're on the jury, you have to put it aside, your feelings, opinions you may have formed, and decide this case objectively just on the facts, the evidence you hear in court, and put aside everything you've heard. Some of it you might actually be, you might actually see in court, but we don't know that because we don't know what all exactly you've seen. Do you realistically believe that you could dispassionately put all that aside and decide the case without being partial one way or the other?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You stated it was kind of an emotional reaction, which, and I'm not trying to embarrass you. You seem to be getting a little emotional.
No,
even now.
it's okay. Yeah.
And as a juror, we hope that you can remain objective and kind of keep an emotional distance and be objective about it. I think given your area of expertise, you understand the need for expertise or for objectivity. Could you do that? And let me say one more thing. We put you in a tough position because you don't know exactly what all you're going to see. I mean, the questionnaire did ask you about, graphic photographs and video, and if your reaction is such that you cannot put it aside, that's fine. We all come in here with different situations in our life, and so it's not a failure to say if you can't. But it's also not a failure if you say, yeah, no, I can do it. I not only will try, but I can do it. So where do you think? And you can tell me whatever you want on that topic.
I just think this case is so I can't say with confidence that I'll be able to. I think this case just is, there's so many factors that played into it, and it was so close to home, like where we live and all, that I just feel like I don't want to be associated with it. It's just...
Is it too much?
Yeah, it's... yeah, I think it's too much. Yeah, it's... Yeah, this is my first time in jury duty ever.
Okay.
And, yeah.
No, I absolutely understand. Mr. Nelson or Mr. Slisher, do you have any questions? No. All right.
Okay.
I'm going to excuse you from this
Thank
case. Thank you, though, for coming in and being honest about where we're at. Okay?
No problem.
Would you tell Pam that we definitely want all three if we can? All right. I don't think we have an answer from the jury office, but we're going to try and get 3 in for this afternoon if possible.
We've got 110.
Oh, 110?
110 is coming.
Okay. So let's come back at 1:30 if we've got one at 1:10. Or juror number 110 will be here at 1 o'clock.
And 109.
Okay. We've got both?
So we have 2 right now.
Okay, so we've added one. We have 109 and 110. And we're trying for the next one. I don't know if is that 111 or 112?
111.
111? Okay. We're working on 111. We'll have at least 2 for this afternoon, but they won't be here till 1. So let's reconvene at 1:15.